Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys and Magic. This is Hunter, David, and Shane. Say what up, boys.
Yo.
What's up, nerd boys and girls?
Switching it up every single intro. I like it. We are back today being August 24th, 2022 for another round of Dominaria United spoilers. We got some good ones here. We got some lords. Lots of lords. Apparently, a lord cycle that I didn't even realize was going to be a cycle. So, let's start off with the Merfolk Lord. This is Vodalian Hexcatcher. Vodalian Hexcatcher is 1 and a blue for a 1/1 creature Merfolk Wizard. It has Flash. It says other Merfolk you control get +1/+1. Sacrifice a Merfolk, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. That's pretty good for the Merfolk.
I think this card's actually pretty sick.
Yeah? Are you a Merfolk friend?
I don't know, is it too slow for Merfolk? I don't know.
I don't think so.
If you're playing Merfolk, the ability to give all your Merfolk sacrifice counter a spell, it seems good. And they get bigger.
This comes in with Flash. Pretty strong.
Go ahead, Dave.
I think this card's solid. It's another Merfolk lord. Merfolk have had like a ton of lords in the past. I also think that this card is like kind of sad too, because I know that we're going to be returning to Ixalan, and Merfolk are a big part of that. And is this going to be like on the cusp of rotation when we enter that set?
People think it's going to be still part of rotation, but at the same time, I don't think so personally.
It'll either rotate or it'll be like right on the cutoff.
Yeah, I think I did read that it is still in rotation.
All right. Well, I'm happy to see that this is a plant from a year in advance.
Why do you keep calling them lords? Is that ability?
Yeah. Any creature that gives other creatures of that type +1/+1 is traditionally called a lord.
Got it.
Yep.
I know Magic.
So we are seeing lords in this today's video. Lord.
There are more than one of these dudes? Sweet.
You're going to see more. Yeah, so the Merfolk one, pretty strong, I'd say. Just need some more Merfolk to play with.
Is it strong enough for Modern?
Ooh.
I don't think so. There's so many really powerful Merfolk in Modern. I don't think so.
Which is the question. Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, but the sacrifice of Merfolk could be well enough.
I don't think the Merfolk deck that exists in Modern wants to sacrifice, and there are other cards that protect. Like I'm pretty sure there's one that just like your shit can't be countered. I'm sorry, that can't be countered. It's like the pseudo ward, and then there is another one that I think actually just gives ward.
That's pretty cool.
Ward.
I mean, there was one that was a big Merfolk from Modern Horizons 2.
Sevelin of the Sea and Sky. I think that's how you say it. Sevelin.
Oh god, I remember doing the video with this and all of us butchering that name.
It's a very confusing one. But yeah, the Merfolk hopefully gets more in standard like we were talking about. We'll see, I guess. Next up, we have an interesting land. This is Thran Portal. Thran Portal is a land gate. It enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. As Thran Portal enters the battlefield, choose a basic land type. Thran Portal is a chosen type in addition to its other types, and mana abilities of Thran Portal cost an additional 1 life to activate. So it's a gate fast pain land?
I don't understand. Why does the last bit have to exist?
It just does, dude. It's a fast pain land that's a gate.
Well, what's the mana ability? Tapping it and producing a land?
Producing mana, yes.
So why can't it just say pay 1 life, tap it?
Because, dude, why would you say that in less words when you can make more words? This is a weird land. David, what do you think?
I don't know if I like anything about this, to be completely honest. And I just built a Gates deck.
Would you put this in it?
I don't think so.
I feel like you have to.
Why?
This comes
because
in as any
gate.
color as you want. Yeah.
That doesn't matter. I mean, the deck already has like a ton of fixing.
I think this is pretty good fixing.
I don't think that you need this
How
effect,
many?
and I
How,
don't really want to be paying life.
which gate deck are you talking about? What colors were the gate deck?
5 color.
5 color, and you're telling me you don't want this to help fix the mana?
Not really, no. The deck did a pretty good job of being able to fix its mana.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, like the way that I designed the deck, and one day hopefully, I don't know, the deck tech will get out there. I know it's recorded. Is that it's basically designed to be able to go find one of the gates immediately that allow your gates to just like tap for additional like mana or tap for different colors, or like one of the artifacts that allow you to do it. There's a ton of creatures in the deck that do the exact same thing, so like I never had much of an issue with just like mana fixing. I don't think I would want to play this card, and I feel like this being a gate and a set that doesn't really care about gates is also really weird.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it could fit in an average person's gate deck.
I mean, that was an average gate deck.
I don't know, man.
He's talking about a
It was
I
like
don't
a
know.
dude.
It was like a $200 list.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'm just saying, those gate lovers will love this card, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. It's
I hate
weird.
referencing things that other people can't see or hear.
What do you mean?
Like we're sitting back and we're referencing a gate deck, and like the gate deck is like they have no idea what we're talking about.
I mean, you're just talking about a deck that you have. Not
I
necessarily.
hate it so much.
Let's
Okay.
reference color, David. You can't see that.
You're colorblind. All right, let's move on. Next up, we have Leaf Crowned Visionary. Leaf Crowned Visionary is 2 green mana for a 1/1 creature elf druid. Other elves you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast an elf spell, you may pay green. If you do, draw a card. Shane, what is this?
That's a lord.
You got it. It's an elf lord. Pretty good one at that, too.
Doesn't have flash, dude. Not good.
Doesn't have flash, but you can draw cards off it.
I do like cards.
Elves already make such a massive amount of mana that this actually might just be broken.
Yeah. Mono green does that.
I mean, the card draw on this is going to be fucking nuts.
It is. It's a very good card.
Why is... Never mind. You continue. I'm sorry.
I feel like this slides right into Lathril very well.
I think it slides into any deck that cares about elves.
That is
True.
a fact.
But right now, Lathril is like the #1 elf commander.
So we're not talking about standard then right now?
Well, we could talk about anything with this.
Oh,
It's
I
not
just didn't know. It's like, can it even
not
fit in
legendary.
standard?
Yeah, this is a standard.
If there are enough elves, I could totally see this like making a footing. There's no 1-drop elves. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we get a Llanowar elf with this set. It would be
Yeah.
on theme for Dominaria.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Like, what's in the back, dude? Are those Llanowar elves?
That's the
Doesn't
triple
look like it.
Llanowar, dude.
It's the Llanowar tribe, the 3 of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need a 1-drop. You just need a 3-drop, right? Because you want this to come out. Or a 2-drop, I mean. And you can pay 1 green when you...
This
yeah.
is the 2-drop.
Well, then you want another 2-drop. I'm just saying.
I mean, I just look at it like you play like a Llanowar elf on turn 1, you drop this on turn 2. Turn 3, you play an additional land, and then you have 4 mana to work with. You're bound to draw a card that turn.
True.
Seems good, man. You think this sees play an Explorer, David?
I don't know.
Is there enough elves?
He doesn't like Explorer, dude.
I mean, that's the format I feel like is in a really weird place right now. Are there enough elves to make it work? Probably. Is it a viable deck? I don't know.
Yeah, but overall, this card by itself, very good. Next up, we have Rith, Liberated Primeval. Rith, Liberated Primeval is 2, a red, a green, and a white for a 5/5 legendary creature, dragon. It has flying and ward 2. It says other dragons you control have ward 2. And at the beginning of your end step, if a creature or planeswalker an opponent controlled was dealt excess damage this turn, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Seems
This is
good.
a lord.
Not a lord,
It
unfortunately.
is not a lord.
Damn it. I thought I had it, dude.
You're not learning.
Well, it gave other dragons something. I thought it was a card that gives other thing. Oh, whatever.
Specifically +1/+1.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
stupid. This is a
This is a helper.
king then.
This is a helper. This is an assistant to the
Okay.
dragons. Really interesting to see it in Naya.
Yo, correct me, please, or just like teach me. If it's a
Okay.
4/4 and I hit it with my 5/5, that's excess damage, right?
That's
Yes.
correct.
Got it.
Yeah, anything that goes above the toughness.
So this only triggers if your opponent, like on your opponent's whim, like they have to do that.
They have to block.
If they block. If you have, for example, like a fight spell.
Oh, true.
It's true. Fight spells also work.
Okay. Okay.
Blocking has to be another thing, and hitting a planeswalker for more than it has loyalty.
This could be a fun commander.
Could be interesting to build around.
Not
Granted,
in this video.
Sorry. Stupid commander.
Will this see play in standard? I do not think so.
I would be fucking shocked.
Yeah.
Seems a little crazy.
It's a cool card. I don't think Dragon Treble has legs or wings.
That's clever,
Wow.
Dave. I like that a lot. This next card is Leyline Binding. Leyline Binding is 5 and a white. For an enchantment, it's got flash and your favorite mechanic, David, Domain. It says this spell costs 1 less to cast for each basic land type among lands you control. And whenever Leyline Binding enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Leyline Binding leaves the battlefield. I don't like it. It's an effect that we've seen over and over and over again. Enchantment, exile card till the enchantment goes away. Except this one can be way too expensive.
Dude,
It-
but come on. Sorry.
I
go
mean,
ahead.
it can be way too expensive. It can also be incredibly cheap.
Yeah.
Like, this is 6 mana on the surface. It could be 1 mana in actual reality land.
I mean, in actual reality, then it's probably going to be like 3.
I think 3 is where this actually falls most of the time. Would you play a 3 mana version of this?
Yeah. I mean, there are 3 mana versions of this. Already in existence.
Exactly. Like
I mean-
I think Domain, in all honesty, I think Domain is going to be much, much more powerful than what, well, Hunter and Steven at least have kind of shit on it in the videos that I've talked with them. I don't know where Shane stands on this.
What do
Whatever.
you think? What do you think of Domain, Shane?
Domain. I mean, some of the domain cards are good. I mean, there are some bad ones.
Gets a bonus effect for the basic land type.
Yeah, it's in this. It's basically passive.
Right, but I mean, let's think about this for a second. What if you're stalled on the land you need, and this is still too expensive?
Play Triomes.
Sure, you're talking about one card that you need to find, though.
Yeah, but
I'm not talking about one card that you need to find. I mean, you can throw offset. You can throw like off-color Triomes in your deck.
Yeah, that are like 3 color, and then one of the colors you're not actually using.
So, like, for example, if you're playing like a red-black deck and you're trying to make sure that you get Domain, you can play the Jund one. I don't remember the name of it, and you can play the Grixis one. I don't remember the name of that one either. And then, like, all of a sudden, boom, Domain is now going to hit trigger for 4, and you're playing, in all reality, just a 2-color deck.
Dude, and how often in standard are you playing all those different duels? Or like you might only have 3 basic lands in your entire deck. So like you'll
Yeah.
always have at least 2 color.
I think Domain is going to be like the sleeper mechanic of this set. I think that people are kind of low on it. It's going to come out. It's going to impact standard, and people are going to like open their eyes and realize, holy shit, Domain is a very real thing.
I will hold my breath on that, but we'll see. You could be right, David.
Isn't the
Very well
saying
could
don't
be.
hold your breath?
I won't hold my breath. Yeah.
I think you should. How long can you hold it for?
On a good day, I don't know. All right, let's see if you like this Warlock, Dave. This is in your colors. This is Rivaz of the Claw. Rivaz of the Claw is 1, a black and a red, for a 3/3 legendary creature Viashino Warlock. It has Menace. You can tap it to add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast dragon creature spells. And once during each of your turns, you may cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard. And whenever you cast a dragon creature spell from your graveyard, it gains, when this creature dies, exile it.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Dave, I'm gonna say it. This
Say
is
it.
not a lord.
No, it's not at all.
He's learned. Guys, we've fixed him.
We fixed him.
But 5-color command, the 5-color EDH, can I say that? That's a thing, right?
Yes.
With a dragon deck, that's already a thing. This
Put
could go
this
right
in the
in that,
deck?
right? Yeah,
Yeah, you could.
that's all I'll say, sorry. No more
It-
EDH.
Well, you could talk about going into a deck. We're just not going to talk about it as a commander.
I like this card. I think that this is definitely not going to see standard play, but I think that it could be like kind of cool and janky to utilize this, and then like the dragons that we got from Kamigawa.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Like do a Rakdos dragon sack thing, because I mean they all care about whenever they die.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
guess
bring them back.
I guess the exile like of bringing it back probably kills my entire idea with this. Now that I'm
You
thinking
can bring them
about it
back
a little bit more.
once.
Bring it back once. Make triggers go off. Pew,
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 pew.
pew.
I think it's
Wow.
awesome that this is a Rakdos card, and then it doesn't say if any combination in Rakdos. It's any combination, period.
Is
That's
it
cool.
weird that this isn't a dragon itself?
Yeah, because
No.
it's like the warlocks summoning the dragons, dude.
It's a Viashino, dude. It's like a dragon helper person.
Dragon helper person, Viashinos. We all know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's of the claw. Look at his claw. He's holding it. Look at he's showing
Yeah.
it off.
That's actually the sword's name. The sword's name is Claw. The
You think so?
Claw. I'm gonna hope so.
Nah, dude. It's showing you the claw. Look at his hand.
Claw of Vecna, dude.
I'm disappointed now.
Overall, pretty good. Next up, we have a spoiler that came from the gallery. This is Jodah, the Unifier. Jodah the Unifier is Wooburg. That is white, blue, black, red, green. It is a 5/5 legendary creature human wizard. It says legendary creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. And whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Legendary
So-
Cascade.
Yes?
It is pseudo legendary cascade.
Also, this pumps itself.
Also doesn't hit legendary creatures, by the way. Legendary spells, so you can hit like legendary sorceries or enchantments, artifacts, all that kind of good shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, this seems pretty good.
Hey, you know there's a Lotus that can tap and summon this?
There's also lands that do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying in one permanent though, bud.
Timeless
know-
Lotus?
So
You know,
just love
you're-
me, please.
No, I'm okay. I don't think I will.
Okay.
Spoiler alert for people waiting for the video. I might throw this into the pre-con painbow.
Ooh.
I think this should probably just lead it.
We will talk about this as a commander in our commander grade video.
Haven't
But
they already announced the Jodah? I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he's a pretty big character in Dominaria's
Okay.
storyline, and there is another Jodah.
Okay.
Also 5 colors.
That's what I thought.
I think this is a pretty sweet card. Will it ever see play in standard? I don't
Nope.
think 5-color will ever be a thing in standard.
I was going to ask you that same question. Has it ever been a thing in standard?
You just wait. With the Triomes in play that we currently have, Domain coming out as an appearance, we'll just wait until the land cycle that we get with the next set too. We're totally going to be running around with 5-color smashy smash.
Hey, that Lotus.
I'm so
I'm
done
gonna
with
keep-
Shane.
I want to be honest, though. The Kami War is a card that people play. And that is 5 colors. So,
All right.
I don't know. Maybe. All right. Next card, Valiant Veteran. Valiant Veteran is 1 and a white for a 2/2 creature core soldier. Other soldiers you control get +1/+1. You can pay 3 and 2 white to exile Valiant Veteran from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier you control.
That's a Lord.
You got it, Shane. Look at you.
Yes.
Also a really bad one.
I don't care about that.
People were talking about this card today, and they are saying this is the worst Lord so far in the cycle.
Because it's soldiers and not a more relevant creature type, or
Bingo. That and paying 5 and exiling this from your graveyard.
I mean, being able to put a +1/+1 counter can be pretty big, especially if your board is large enough. Like, I think that's pretty solid.
On
This has to-
each soldier too, though, dude.
This has to die first.
That's fine. Lords have a tendency of being removed.
True. I don't know. Yeah, people aren't the biggest fan of it. As a mono white player, it would have been cooler if it was the human aspect, but whatever.
They have
There
enough
is-
of those.
They have enough lords and humans, I know. I don't know. Maybe it'll see play. Is there enough soldiers in standard right now? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Maybe we'll get more, dude.
Maybe we'll get more. There could be a lot of soldiers in a war coming up, isn't that right, Dave?
With 2 brothers.
I mean, whatever.
What?
Brothers, dude.
Who's asking you a question? Do I need to give up?
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah. Soldiers, baby, let's go. Overall, what do you guys think of the card, Dave? What do you think of this card? I know you said
I
it
don't
was
think
good.
I don't think this card is bad. I think this card probably plays a little bit better than what it reads. The ability for you to be able to put like the +1/+1 counters on it means, unlike the other lords, whenever this eats a removal spell, it's not a dead card anymore. It actually still does something. Plus, you can do this at instant speed. So from this point on, like, your opponents have to be able to be like cognizant of the combat math there.
Do you think it's on par with the other lords?
I think the green one is definitely pushed. I'm actually not.
The Merfolk one is good with Flash.
Yeah, okay. I don't think this is as good, but I don't think it's bad.
Hey, man, it's a bear.
It is a bear. It's the only one that is a 2/2. The other ones were a 1/1.
Bears are good.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if it sees play. Soldiers could be a thing. I never know. This one I am a fan of. This next card. This is Vesuvan Duplimancy. Vesuvan Duplimancy is 3 and a blue for an enchantment. It says whenever you cast a spell that targets only a single artifact or creature you control, create a token that's a copy of that artifact or creature, except it's not legendary. Seems good.
You know why I don't like this?
Why?
I want to keep saying Vesuvian in my head.
I do too.
Vesuvan.
Yeah.
But this effect seems powerful. A pump spell to copy a creature?
Yeah. How often are you targeting artifacts? Just question, like, as a question.
I mean, if you build your deck around it, I'm sure that you could do it pretty regularly.
But that could seem good too. Some busted ass artifact that you have a couple of another one of.
You can use auras to target stuff too. Enchant creatures. It'll make a copy of the creature. A lot of stuff you can do with this.
Yeah.
For 4 mana for an enchantment that just sits there and just copies, like, you. For example, let's throw this in EDH. Just keep copying your commander over and over.
Well, what about? Oh wait, is the 1 mana bounce or 2 mana bounce, whatever is that still in standard? Because you can just like bounce their shit and get a copy of whatever you bounce.
Fading Hope?
Yeah.
I believe it still is in standard.
If you bounce their thing, you're not going to get a copy of their thing with this card.
Oh, that sucks.
You have to control it. You have to control the target.
Well, never mind. That's not cool anymore.
Yeah, it's you control.
Oh yeah, you control.
You can bounce your own stuff.
I don't read very well, dude.
You can bounce your own thing. Like, you can bounce it to protect it, and then boom, you have an additional copy in play already.
Oh, that's pretty true.
That's pretty true. Yeah. I think this card is kind of busted.
Well, I mean, like, where are you playing this in though? Like, you, Hunter, you don't play blue.
I don't. I mean, I would make a Simic deck. I think a Simic deck would be dope.
We're talking about for standard. Sorry, I wasn't following.
Just anything.
Anything, got it.
Not standard, but like EDH. Sure, I'll make a Simic deck. I'll just copy my commander a whole bunch of times. Build around.
True. Is this good in standard though? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it would see play. Yeah. Anything that makes copies of stuff seems good. Usually, always sees play.
It's true.
David, you've been quiet about this. Why?
I'm just letting the two of you two talk. Letting the
That's all,
two
that's
of
all,
you two talk.
that's all I gotta
I'm
say, dude.
fucking tired. I think this card is pretty solid. It's a value engine. It does cost 4 mana, so it's not like the cheapest thing in the world. I'm not super sold on whether or not this thing is going to actually see play in standard. It's a powerful effect that kind of comes in late. I 100% can see this as a threat in EDH.
Yeah.
Yeah. The artwork is spooky.
Dude, it looks like she's smoking a cigarette, dude.
It's dope. Is your fucking brain on drugs?
What?
This is your brain on drugs. The final card today is a saga. This is the Elder Dragon War. The Elder Dragon War is 2 and 2 red. It has read ahead, meaning you can choose whatever on the saga to start at. The first lore counter is the Elder Dragon War deals 2 damage to each creature and each opponent. The second lore counter is discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. And the third lore counter is create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. So, can we all be in agreement that the second lore counter is pretty powerful?
I like all three.
I'll say they're all pretty nuts, dude.
Yeah, I would say the second one is probably the best.
No, I like all three.
Okay.
I mean, a potential board wipe and pinging your opponent, you can't ignore that, dude.
Sure, for 2.
I mean,
You've blown up
in
a lot
standard,
of little
that's
blown up a
yeah.
lot of little stuff, sure.
Goodbye,
yeah,
playing
aggro.
blow up all the little things, fix your hand, and then make a beater.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I like the fix your hand thing. It seems really good, especially
Yeah, I
when
think
you
you're stuck on it.
I know, dude, the read ahead. I mean, you can play this
I
for
know.
4 and start on that one.
That's cool.
You could
It's
pay 4 mana to
situational.
make a 4/4 with flying.
Yeah. It's situational, and that's cool. But I mean, the fact that if they have a huge board, boom, kill it, then fix your hand. Pretty sick.
David, do you like this card in terms of its flavor?
No.
That's anticlimactic.
I like the artwork for it.
I don't understand the question. What's the lore?
The Elder Dragon War was a big event that happened in the early days of Magic the Gathering. The two
Mm.
dragons depicted there are Nicol Bolas and Ugin.
I like those guys.
I like those guys. Yeah, they're
I
pretty
thought
cool
they were
guys.
referencing EDH.
I mean, Nicol Bolas is one of the original 5 like Elder Dragons.
True.
Highlanders do what?
Arcades, also another original. But yeah.
Wait,
I think
I'm so confused. Why do we name Arcades there?
because I own
He likes him.
I was gonna say there's 5, and you named one that is like not referenced on the art of this card.
Hey, he's like right here or something.
Is
As he
that what
points to
those
something on it.
squiggles are? Those are so hard to depict.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't care that much. I'll give it to you. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are like the other Elder Dragons, right? Hopefully,
I'll
maybe.
give him to you, dude.
I don't know. But yeah, cool card. Definitely gonna see play.
Agreed. No objection, Your Honor.
That is gonna be it for today's spoilers. Little short one today. So, did you guys have a favorite card?
Yes, but it's a card that I think is it's the Viashino that I think is either going to be like janky and standard. I think he could potentially be like a fun commander, and I like the fact that he takes Rakdos in a direction that is a little bit different than what we've seen here lately.
Mr. Rakdos player picks the Rakdos card. Are we shocked? I don't think
I'm
so.
fucking predictable.
Should I be predictable, dude, or should I go crazy?
I'm gonna take a guess.
Well, I don't want to be. Okay.
You like the Merfolk?
I like the elf.
Do you?
No, I'm just kidding. I like the merfolk.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. I like the elf. I think the elf is great.
It is great.
That's my card. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We are so close to 2,000 subs. Get us there. Help us. Help us out. Go follow us on our Instagram and Twitter. That is @GuysThatMagic. On our Instagram, you will see every single spoiler from spoiler season, not just these rares and mythics we talk about in the videos. And also, when you're on our Instagram, go and like some of the ones that maybe we haven't talked about, because we will talk about the top 3 most liked cards that we did not talk about on Friday. Until the next video, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Later.
Bye bye.